Yo dudes, welcome to the channel here. Guys, looks like my camera's not on. Hang on 1 second. And let's see what's going on here, dudes. Welcome aboard everyone, Colin here, Inside Cycling World. There we go, dudes. I'm on camera. Let's rock. Dudes, 109th Giro d'Italia, the 2026 version. Stage 3, still in Bulgaria, guys. We have a rest day tomorrow. How's everyone doing today? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You could even be a fur baby mom. Happy Mother's Day. I guess that's how we do it now. Yeah, maybe you got a pet fish. Happy Mother's Day. Dudes, stage 3 took a little while to come on this morning because we're just having like a repeat, it seems. 3 days of Team Pulte Visit Malta at the front. Let me jump into it here. Dudes, what's going on in the world of cycling today? And first off, dudes, let's just say something. Dudes, Dave's here. Aaron's been here. A few others are here right now. Guys, just so you know, I just found a few dudes hacking the stream. Not mine. But you can find the Giro on stage right now. Who's this guy here? Riley CycleFit. Are we going to watch the stream on here by a chance? Dude, we don't watch the stream here because that is copyright infringement. But I was just saying, dude, I just found a guy this morning streaming it. I don't know how his channel's still up. Yeah, anyways. I wasn't going to come on because I thought, you know what? Everyone's just rebroadcasting the stream. They don't have the rights to do it. Their channels are probably going to be copyright struck. They're probably going to be demonetized. And you know what, guys? All I got to say is all they're doing is just showing you someone else's stream. They're not doing any input into the channel. I guess I like to think that I'm providing something else by just doing a little bit of a chit chat here in the background. So guys, today, stage 3, Giro d'Italia. It's on right now. 3 riders up the road. We got 2 Team Pulte Visit Malta boys. Diego Pablo Sevilla. And I think the second rider might be someone different today, but we've also got the Bardiani rider there as well. Let's take a look at these 3 dudes right now. It's Tonelli's there. Okay, so Diego Pablo Sevilla, this dude, he has the KOM jersey right now. If you look at his Giro so far, guys, 122 Ks in the break on stage 1, 194 yesterday, and today he's been away, well, 79 kilometers. He's got a teammate with him to assist him today. They're going after all the early KOM points. The Bardiani boy's there because he needs to make sure that he can keep up. They don't want the gap to get too big. You can see here Diego Pablo Sevilla for Team Pulte Visit Malta has 24 points. No points given yet today. Here is the rider here, Manuel Tarozzi. He was with Diego Pablo on day 1. That's correct, I believe. Is that him? No, that's the Bardiani boy. Yeah, this is the Bardiani guy. He's here again today. He doesn't want to get like that gap get too big. They would like to, as an Italian here, he's from Faenza in Italy. He's 27 years old. They would like to take the KOM jersey when they get back to Italy. That's why he's up here today, guys, trying to make sure the points don't get too far out of control. I mean, this is all going to swap hands later in the race. So that's kind of like status quo for now, guys. 80 kilometers done. We still got 96 kilometers to go. We can also take a look over here on Tour Tracker. So yeah, guys, you can find the live stream. I'm not going to give you a link for it. Just dig around. You'll find it out there somewhere. It's just dudes replaying the broadcast. Zero input. So anyways, guys, thank you for being here, whoever's here. There's a channel on YouTube right now. I looked at his channel quickly. I'm like, oh, come on, dude. He's got 4,500 people watching, I think. And his previous videos get like 10 views, 12 views, 100 views. So it's just one of those cases where the Giro is not catching up. He probably gets demonetized later if he's monetized at all, guys. There's a lot of steps you got to jump through on YouTube to get monetized. I've done them all. So, guys, we've been racing for almost 2 hours. It's 23 degrees Celsius. Where are we in the world? Let's take a look at this, guys. This is where we're at. We're in Bulgaria still. This dot here, this is Borovets. And as you can see here, there's an actual town called Borovets. This is Borovets right here. I think it's an actual town called Borovets. Yeah, there is. Hiking area, but it's a small town as well. Actually, it looks more like just a ski resort almost. It is a ski resort up here. You can actually see some of it, I think. I think these wide paths, maybe there's some skiing there. I'm not even sure. But here is express lift. There's skiing in this general area. And if we zoom out a bit, you can see why. I mean, there's just like almost like a little pimple of a mountain. I don't mean a pimple, just it sticks out from everything else around it. There's this gigantic plain running through Bulgaria. I think it mostly runs from east to west with mountains on either side, and these ones just kind of stick up a little bit more. That's where we're at. We started the race over here at Nesibar. We went Nesibar to Burgas. Stage 2, we restarted at Burgas, and we went into, that double name, where we went up to the past the monastery. What a crazy stage yesterday, guys. We'll come back here now. Yeah, so what did I take away from yesterday? Just some things I saw. I guess there's a comments by Jasper Stuyven. They were at the director's car saying you need to neutralize the GC. Neutralize the GC. That was his comments. He was pretty outspoken about it. What else did I see there? It'll come back to me throughout the broadcast here, guys. Joe Mercado's in the mix here, guys. Dave's here. So we did have Riley here. Riley Cycle Fit. I'll have to check him out. I wonder if he has a YouTube channel. Dave's saying I built a worldwide community. Yeah, there's one person in every country watching me. Not even that, really. So, dudes, we have the 3 riders out front. Let me just get some of this light brightness lit up here for me so I can see a little bit better. We have Tarotsi in the break on stage 1. Sevilla in the break all 3 days. Tonelli, this is Diego Pablo Sevilla's teammate. Let's take a look at Tonelli here. Tonelli is from Italy, of course. Brescia in Italy. 33 years old. Won a stage of the Valenciana, Comunitat Valenciana. We covered that race earlier this year, guys. Remember that? He was on Bardiani in 2024. So these guys probably all know each other up front. Let's take a look at that. So in 2024, Tonelli was on Bardiani. Let's take a look at the Bardiani boy, Manuel Turozzi. They were on the same team in 2024. So these guys all know each other up here. More than frenemies today, probably actually really good friends. He won a stage of the Tour of Langkawi. Where's Eddie? Eddie alert. Eddie, where are you, dude? Guys, I've been into my coffee's hard today. I actually had a really good sleep last night. Yesterday kind of like shattered me, guys. Getting up at 2:15 in the morning. And I did hold off on the stage to go live, but I watched it all. Last night I had to go out. Wasn't late, but I met a couple up in one of my property rentals, about 45 minutes away from here. So I had to do that. I wasn't home until after. I was probably home by about 8:15, I believe, last night. I ate a box of cookies. I'm just going to be honest with you. I didn't eat anything good. I picked up a box of cookies in town. I thought, yeah, I'm going to get myself a nice sub on the way home. And I didn't. So I just finished eating the box of cookies last night. Slept really good. Here we go, guys. We're doing the race today After this, I'm heading out to the Badlands. Yes, that's what we call it here, the Badlands, guys. Let's take a look at the start list, guys. After yesterday, we've lost Santiago Buitrago. He did not finish stage 2, so he would have been wheeled away at some point, jumped into a team car in that big crash. That crash in the rain. I think it was Aaron this morning, too, saying that he heard somewhere along the way that a lot of the UAE team was set up like almost on TT tires. I don't know what that's all about. Joe's having his coffee. Dave, the Pro Tour teams are there to animate the early part of the race and give locals a chance to show off talent. Exactly, Dave. This is the usual thing we see here. So we've lost big name here, Santiago Buitrago, for Bahrain victorious. Alpecin Premier Tech is complete. Bardiani's complete. Decathlon's looking good. Felix Gall, very quiet in the race so far, just hiding away. Tobias Lund Anderson has been involved in the sprint. Groupama's complete. EF is complete. Lidl Trek is complete. Derek G. West did crash yesterday and lost over a minute in that crash. Van Eetvelt. Guys, how about the finish yesterday? How badly do you think they screwed up that finish? Jonas, Van Eetvelt, and Pellizzari. I think they butchered the finish. I think those three could have stayed away. The chase group after them was maybe 30 riders, and there was no big sprinters in that team. Basically, the sprint trains weren't set up to hunt them down. They just kind of started messing around. And we saw Christian jump across them. There was 4 riders up front. More dilly-dally, more curvy swervy. And yeah, they were caught. Stage victory given away. Movistar's complete. So we lost Matteo Moschetti. He didn't start stage 2, so not involved in that crash. There was at least 20 riders involved in that crash. Vandrame, I saw him after the crash. He didn't look that beat up. And I don't want to make it seem like he didn't crash hard. He just looked shell-shocked. It showed him with his hands in his face. You probably when you crash like that, your adrenaline probably just spikes huge. Floods your body. You're probably pretty shaken up by it. So he did not start stage 3, but he did finish stage 2. Moving on here, but take a look at Team UAE. This is where most of the damage was done. So we lost Adam Yates. He was bleeding. He actually went over the barriers, landed in the grass and the mud. That's why his whole right side was covered in mud. Soler, I think he impacted the barriers quite hard, and so did Jay Vine. There's a replay where it shows, I thought it was Jay, but maybe it was Mark, where he's sliding on his back. And his head gets cranked pretty hard by hitting the actual barrier, the wooden support post of that barrier. Marc Soler, do you remember that now? Marc Soler, and guys, we're in the pipe 5x5, by the way. We are definitely in the pipe 5x5 today. Marc Soler has a fractured pelvis. How long are you out for when you got a fractured pelvis? 3 months? The whole year? Insanity. So they lost 3 riders. Adam Yates, definite top 5 GC contender at this race. Jay Vine could easily be in the lead here at this race. Easily. Marc Soler, superstar climber. Just out. We also lost Adney Holter. We saw him sitting on the side of the road forever. And I believe someone in the chat yesterday, guys, said that he suffered a concussion. Don's in the mix too. Hey, dudes. Aaron saying, I think we saw Group 1 syndrome for the first time yesterday. And also, crashes suck. A good time to discuss guys coming off the bench to replace riders. UAE down to 5 guys. I know. UAE down to 5 riders. Dudes, and there's still so much racing coming up. So, Trobro Lyon's on today. So, I'll jump out for a second, guys. Back to this. Trobro Lyon's on today. Pro Series race. UAE is going to be hurting for a while. So that's a 1-day race there. That's part of VeloGames, so I made sure I got my picks in early this morning. Luckily, my old team carried over, and there was only 1 rider I had to change out for that. But the Tour of Hungary, that's coming up. That's May 13th. I had a look at that this morning. UAE's going to it. Ben Cosnefroy just won. Cosnefroy won yesterday at the Grand Prix de Morbihan, and I picked him to win. So pretty pumped about that. But I think their team for the Tour of Hungary is going to be pretty suspect now. I guess the 3 riders that are out, they weren't going to be competing there anyways because they're doing the Giro. But further down the road, what does that mean for UAE? Adam Yates. Ooh, that kind of hurts them, doesn't it? Actually, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to come back here and I want to see something for a second. Let's go back to the start list here. We're doing some Grand Tour speculation here, guys. So Adam Yates, Tour de France. Do you think he's riding the Tour de France now? Probably. He's got the rest of May and June to recover. So he'll be there for the Tour de France. I'm sure of it. To assist Poggy. Marc Soler, Tour de France. What do you think now? Fractured pelvis? Tour de Suisse? That's a month out. I bet you Marc Soler will not be riding the Tour de Suisse. If he does, I sent someone a video yesterday, a friend of mine who doesn't follow cycling at all, and I kind of just said, it showed a bunch of crashes and stuff, and just the intensity in the Peloton. It was a rear camera looking back, and it was actually on Dylan Groenewegen. All the yelling and shouting going on, the slight bumping, like totally accidental, guys doing their best to stay upright, crashes going off in the background, and I'm like, and you think cyclists aren't tough. They are. They're skinny dudes, but they're tough. We've all crashed on our bikes, and it's that instinct, get up as quick as you can. Just get up, even though you're destroyed. And they get back on their bikes, and they try to continue. So Marc Soler, again, guys, not a medical doctor. Will his pelvis be back? I guess it depends how severe the pelvis fracture is. Will he be around 2 months from now? It's only 2 months away to the Tour de France, guys. 2 months away to the Tour de France. Tour de Suisse, I doubt he's going to make that. He'll be ready for the Vuelta. So he's got to recover and get back to training. So he's out. Jay Vine, I think, from what I saw, he got the worst of it, I think. Out with a concussion and a fractured elbow. Stage 2. No races scheduled, but he would have been there. He was at the Vuelta last year. He'll be back for that. I mean, he had a great Vuelta last year. Let's take a look at his Vuelta last year. Here we go. Team time trial, they won Stage 5. Team 6 into Andorra, he won that. Stage 10, he won that. Individual time trial here, second place. Oh, I remember that one so well. First place, Filippo Ganna. Yeah, that was an awesome time trial there. João Almeida, Bruno Amaral. Bruno now, I think, is over on Team Visma Lisa bike. Tangents, guys. Tangents. This is the stuff you're not getting on the other channels. We've got 3 riders going off the front here. Let me take a look at this. What's going on? We finally have 3 riders off the front. We got 2 Lidl Trek riders and an NSN rider. I know why. Guys, it's the sprint time. Coming back here, we probably just gone through the sprint. Yeah, guys, I totally missed the sprint here because I've been chit-chatting about the UAE. Nope, they're through it now. They just went through it. Let's just see here. Let's get back to this race, guys. Results of the sprint. That's why. Because the 3 boys up front have already taken the sprint points, 12, 8, and 5. There's Milan with Max. Max is the dude, remember, that helped Milan get to the finish of Stage 1. They had the big crash. And I think I brought this up, guys. Milan was saying that he was by himself for the last kilometer and a half. He wasn't. Max Walscheid was there all the way. In fact, Max actually gapped him at one point. Yeah, this is kind of a comical sprint here. Comical sprint. These guys are just messing around, having a good time up front here, guys. 87 kilometers into the race, guys. We're now through the halfway point. And jumping back into the chat here. You will be hurting from ripple effects for months. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Aaron, that's what I think. fractured pelvis, that's probably the worst thing I could think of. Like, that's your entire core, supporting your body weight, everything. Dave's saying the adrenaline dump is great for performance physically, but the brain stops functioning properly after the initial damage reduction. Yeah. Costner, the best signing of the year. He has been great. Yeah, dude. Costner came from Decathlon, I believe. I will take a look at that again. So he is over at Trobrobeleon, I think. He should be. Yeah, here he is right here. And yeah, he was Decathlon last year. I don't know, he made a statement when he got transferred. I'm not here to support, I'm here to win races. And he's doing it. So, first place at Grand Prix de Morbihan yesterday, and I got some good points in that one. Third at the Amstel Gold Race, Brabants PG, however you say that, third place there. Classica Jean, we saw that earlier this year, 78-kilometer breakaway, third place. Fourth at one of the Majorca races earlier in the year. Yeah, this guy's super solid. Very good chance of winning again today. I think he also does well at the Autumnal Classics, I believe. Look at this last year. Okay, so guys, yeah, he must have had an injury that I can't remember because he crashed out of the Tour de Suisse last year. Did not finish stage 1. That's scary. So obviously had a bad crash. I don't remember this race at all. And didn't compete for the rest of the year. Wow. 2024, let's take a look back then. Renewey Tour. Okay, so maybe he hasn't done the Autumnal Classics. Maybe I'm thinking about someone else. No, here he is here. Has taken a good shot at them in the past. The GP Montreal, the GP Quebec, Tre Valley Veracine, Paris Tours Elite, Veneto Classic. Guys, we watched all these at some point or another last year. Yeah, really good rider there. So yeah, he won yesterday. And shooting for another win today at Trobrobeleon. Seeing familiar names on the front here too, guys, over at the Giro d'Italia. The workers on the front chasing, I think for Jaco Alula. It's Hartis de Vries for Unibet Rockets. He's on the front right now all the time. Hartis is up there all the time. Let's take a look at him. And again, Hartis was kind of like the main dude when you first watched the YouTube channel. This guy. If you go and watch the Titama Rockets, I know it's Unibet Rose now, he was kind of like their main dude back in the day. And I think for Jaco, okay, it's not Jaco. This guy, for Soudal, that Soudal rider you're seeing all the time up there today, it's this Eco Bastions guy. Big dude, 1.91 meters tall. Belgian rider, so he's used to battling the winds at the front. He's doing all the work for Soudal every day up front there. I'll try to get an eyeball on the other couple of riders that are up there doing that work. Dude, here's some interesting stuff too. Gonna read the chat. Dave's saying it's such a struggle to not jump up and start riding right away after a crash. Aaron, Vine's fractured elbow preferred to a fractured pelvis. Yeah, I agree. And Aaron's also saying, Colin, your likes to watches is in the YouTube Hall of Fame. Keep up the good work. Yeah, Hall of Shame is more like it. Hall of Shame. Yeah, guys, do my best here to add something because it does kind of get under my skin a little bit that people can show the video because I get it. People come to the channel and they're like, man, do we get to watch it? I'm like, dude, I wish I could. I've been through I've never been copyright struck, but I've had my stream got suspended once for showing a 5-minute video from, maybe it was a 2 or 3 minute video, from over 5-6 years ago. I think it was Tour de France content. So they suspended my stream midstream and I was like, what? And then one time I had to remove a tiny jingle that was in the background of a video. Kind of like the Tour de France. Ding-ding-ding. I think I've talked about this a million times. Astana boys on the front. There's Eco Bastions and Hartis de Vries doing all the work on the front. Visma showing up a lot more. Jonas actually riding about fifth wheel, guys. What I'll do here, though, guys, is I want to show you some fun stuff that you don't see on the other channels that are just showing it. Peloton averages. I found this today. So here we go. For this race here, average height 181 centimeters, so not that short. You know, that's probably right around 5'11", maybe even close to 6 feet tall. Average age at this race is just over 28 years of age. Oldest guy, 38 years old. We could take a look at that too. Youngest and oldest. Youngest rider is Filippo Turconi at 20 years, 200 days. So not super young. Markel Balaki, quite young as well. He rides for EF. Here's our one Uzbekistani rider. So we've seen him in the mix already too. He's quite young, under 21 years old. He's 21 years old. Wout Poels, oldest guy out there. 38 years old right now. Damiano Caruso, 30 years old. Damiano is... No, it's Buitrago who's out. Okay, so Damiano's still there. Those two are always, at the end of stages, is always Caruso and Buitrago together for Bahrain Victorious. Nelson Oliveira, he's getting up to 237. David Dela Cruz, 37 years old. Chris Jules Jensen, 36. Diego Alusi at 36. Larry Warbass, Oliver Nason, Jan Hurt, and Wilco Kelderman. All over 35 years old, guys. So a lot of cool data here we can look at. I'm just going to get us back here. We could be going for an early nature break today, guys. And, oh, Eddie's in the mix too. Yeah, guys, more exciting news from the world of racing. There was a gravel race today in Belgium. And it just finished early this morning. And wow, look at all the racing here. These are yesterday's results. Are they going to show it here? Wow, they're not showing it. Anyway, guys, Wout van Aert won the gravel race in Belgium. I think it was about 150 Ks long. I think it was called Marley Gravel. And Lorena Vibas won the women's edition of it. It was here in the live stats section before, and now it's gone. Usually you would show results here. Maybe they're not showing because there's so much road results today. So these are just today's races, guys. We've got some National Cup races here, 1.2 races, under 23 races. These are all names that you're going to be seeing in the future. All these guys here. Tour of Hellas is still going on too. Guys trying to make the big jump up. Yeah, lots going on. 83K to go, guys. 83Ks. I did check Bike Terra too. Still no Bike Terra coverage of the race. I think it was a lot of work for them to get that coverage. So maybe they're just backing off from it this year. And they didn't do it last year for the Giro. They did it for the Tour de France. That's where it started. Okay, so the Tour of Azerbaijan, stage 1 already finished. Okay, so let's talk about that, Eddie. Let's go back to the Tour of Azerbaijan. And right here. Baku. Baku used to be a Formula 1 race back in the day. I don't know if it still is. Again, I don't follow it anymore. So that race, it's a 2.1 race, so it's a 0.1 level race series stage race. And I'm going to catch up with the chat. Pelvis is an evil injury. So many muscles anchored there. Recovery can take decades. Yeah, dude, I got to imagine a pelvis injury is just almost catastrophic. Aaron saying, can we discuss the lack of interest in the break so far and if it's parkour related, early stage related, or other? Yeah, dude, I think it's just the big GC teams, the contenders saying, yeah, let these guys do their thing for now. This pass here, Borovets Pass, is worth a good chunk of points. It is worth 18 points. But there's so much climbing coming later in the race that any real KOM mountain climbing specialist will be able to recover all that. Jonas will just bring it back by default. So right now it's Diego Pablo Sevilla, but on those big climbs like Blockhouse and stuff like that, we're probably going to see Jonas take all those points. What did I see here too, guys? Let's take a look at this. I did want to take a look at this. start looks quality. Maybe we can look at top competitors. I looked at this morning. So top competitors, this is based on PCS ranking. Okay, remember there's PCS points through Pro Cycling Stats, and there's UCI points. On PCS right now, Jonas is number 3. Arnaud Delis at number 6, but I mean, totally different types of riders, right? Sprinter, GC guy. Tobias Lund, he's a bit of both. Paul, sprinter. Giulio Palazzari, GC rider. Felix Gall, GC rider. And this all depends, too, guys, on the number of days racing. If we look at the UCI world ranking, Jonas is number 2. Arnaud Delis, number 10. But sprinter, GC contender. This is a GC Grand Tour type race. You know, so it's hard to really compare these things. Giulio, 18. Mr. Palazzari here. Felix Gall. Jay Vine's gone. So Jay is completely gone there. I thought Adam Yates would have shown up here somewhere, but he doesn't. Okay, let's get back to the race. Guys, quick nature break coming up. I've already had 3 coffees, so I'll be right back. Back inside the 10x10 cube of cycling domination and training excellence, guys. Didn't ride my bike yesterday. Will be riding my bike later today. Dave saying he had a pelvis injury in 1979. It took me 20 plus years to fully recover. Don saying Tour de France won't be the same without Marc Soler. Yeah, crazy pants. I know. But you never know, guys. Sometimes they bounce back really quick. Sometimes these guys are riding inside, and that's what they generally do, guys. If you don't ride inside, I think I saw videos of Wout. Remember, he had a crash earlier this year. He was back riding inside within a week. On Rouvy. That's where he was riding. Yeah, I'm sure Soler will be back for the Vuelta. I guess it all depends how severe that fracture is. How severe is it? So let's take a look at the actual GC here, guys. Guillermo Thomas Silva from winning the sprint yesterday, the Uruguayan rider. And I did point out too, guys, and I know you made a comment yesterday, Aaron, after the video. Yeah, hero of Uruguay right now. Has a Uruguayan rider ever won a stage at the Giro d'Italia? Almost at the Tour de France there. Florian Stork was the Tudor rider, hot on his heels. Was Stork in that sprint yesterday? There was a Tudor rider. Maybe I'm thinking day 1. Egan Bernal, third place, sorry guys, at 4 seconds down. This is the GC. That's how Silva jumped into it yesterday by getting the time bonifications at the finish line. Timon Aaron's been there. Watch out for this guy later in the race. Giulio Ciccone, Jan Christian. Jan Christian was the dude that jumped across to the 3 riders up front. Great move. Then they all dilly-dallied more. Dudes, Borovets Pass. It's 24 degrees Celsius at the bottom, 17 degrees Celsius at the top. Wow. We climb over 800 meters here. We go from 505 meters in elevation up to 1,334 meters of elevation. So temperature drops. Sounds like it's dropping about 1 degree Celsius for every 100 meters. There we go. Drops 7 or 8 degrees over 800 meters. So yeah, let's go with that. And there is snow at the top in these mountains, guys. It's really not that high, but high enough. And I guess it's still May. It all hasn't melted off yet. So that's our actual GC there. Mountains points. We got Diego Pablo Sevilla. Jonas in second place. In the Utes, we got Silva and Jan Christian. Jan Christian's a Ute? I guess he is. He's only 21 years old. It's the Christian family. We went through their whole family dynasty and legacy yesterday. Weird program for him. Yeah, see, I don't even believe this. They got some secret stuff going on here. They've got him racing the Giro in May and then nothing for June and July. Come on. I don't believe you. They've got him next going to the San Sebastian Classic in August. August 1st this year. Then a whole 29 days off before he does the Britannia Classic. Nah, they'll put him in the Vuelta this year, I think. Yeah. Guys, he made a great move yesterday. This is the guy that jumped across. He bridged across by himself to the three up front within the last couple kilometers. And then they just shut it right down. Also won the Alula Tour early this year, the GC there. And he would have taken that. I think that was the very last stage. Yeah. He was 14th overall in stage 4. And to stage 5, won the race. I think we covered the majority of that race. So he won the Utes classification there and the GC. 6 in the points. Yeah, I like looking at the programs. What they're trying to hide from us. Like Paul was the one that they were doing that earlier this year. They didn't show one race from for the entire, because I think they knew deep down, man, we got a dude here. He could race at the Tour de France. We don't want to say it yet. Getting up to the top of the climb here, guys. Average right now, well, we're still 6.5 kilometers to go, actually. Let me just look around here. Aaron's saying, looking at that bar chart on age, median age might be a better descriptor. Yeah, Don, I think Poggy won his first Tour de France around his 21st birthday. Yeah, I think he was just short, or he was 21. Dudes, we can take a look at that. What's the quickest way for me to do this? I was just looking at that, Don, a couple days ago, thinking of how young Poggy was when he went here. I'm just going to go this route to get to it. Here's Poggy. He might have been over 21 at his first Tour de France that he won it. So he's 27 years old right now. He won his first Tour de France in 2020, COVID year. Okay. And that was the year that the Tour de France ran really late. Yeah. It was ran like in August or something. Here we go. It started August 29th and finished on September 20th. So that was 6 years ago. So he would have been turning 21 years old. Like you said, Don, just shy of 21. So the race finished on September. Yeah, take a look. The race finished on September 20th. Guys, help me do the math here. Aaron, math man, help me do the math. His birthday's on the 21st. So was he just one day shy of his 21st birthday? I think so. I need some math help, guys. Thinking on the fly here right now. So yeah, 2020, that's where he beats Primoz, the Primoz helmet, the time trial, all that. Ooh, that was horrible to watch. That was horrible to watch. So I think he was almost 21 years old when he won that. And Paul's a lot younger. Can Paul beat him right? I don't know. I don't know about that, guys. I'm not sure yet. Dave saying, yeah, Don, he did. I think he's 1 day short. Dave saying, stopped enjoying F1 on a Ferrari. Left the field. Where's Benny? Yeah, there's our Where's Benny of the day. Aaron saying, HBO Max, TNT Sports has a Giro in USA. Cycling access in USA is so challenging to build interest. Gilles Villeneuve, yes. Aaron, we did. It's in the video. So I kind of started the stream yesterday. I can't really remember yesterday, guys. I really don't remember it. And I followed the entire climb of the Angler route. I kind of waited, and then I think once we got to kilometer 20, I just jumped online. I remember I was online with a friend, and I go, dude, gotta go. Just hung up on him. A little bit of replay here. Oh, bottle catchers. The guy's got a gigantic net, and they're all throwing their balls. Smart. I'm doing that at the World Championships. The Europeans know, but maybe the Canadians don't. That's how you get the bottles. Bottles with like one swig left in them. Oh. Yeah, it was Petra Stiassny yesterday, Aaron, that just easily had the best climb up the Angleroo. Easily. Yeah, what a fantastic stage that was. Paula Blasi winning La Vuelta Femenina. Petra Stiassny for Human Powered Health. World Tour team, but I think their budget's tiny compared to the big World Tour teams. Yeah, she was in a group of 5 or 6, fell behind, bridged back up, caught Paula, passed Paula, won the stage. Total shocker. Total shocker, but she deserved it. I think her value, pay scale, payroll negotiation next time is going to go way up, and I hope so. Get her on a better team. Yeah, Petra was unbelievable yesterday. Yep, Swiss rider on an American team, Aaron. Aaron saying had not paid any attention to Petra until yesterday. Surprised to find out she was Swiss. Yeah, guys, and that's just part of it too. Like, I see it even happens in the men's tour. Some of these pro teams come in. Wow, interesting here. Lotto rider just passes a Lotto bottle over to... It's Arnaud Delis passing a bottle to a Visma rider. Are you kidding me? The Visma rider now has the Lotto branded bottle in his back pocket. And the way he's riding, I got to think that's Campenarts. Is that Campenarts? Coming around now? No, it's not. Okay, guys, we got to see who that is. So these guys are bros. They're probably Belgian bros. And where's Visma? It is Campenarts. Did Campenarts shave his mustache? I think Campenarts has shaved his mustache. Because this dude does not have a mustache. Yeah, so Delis just passed a a Lotto bottle. Yeah, they're showing it again on camera here. Passes it to Campenarts. He's probably like, hey, bro, dude, I'm super thirsty. You got a bottle you can spare me? Yeah, and the camera is highlighting on it right now, guys. This is all the footage you do not get on over other YouTube channel, guys. The inside look on Inside Cycling World here. I think Victor's going to be out the back here pretty quick. Just a long, grindy climb here. It's kind of cool to see stuff like that. Like, why did that happen? Arnaud Delis is quite a bit younger. Yeah, he's 20. He's 10 years younger. So I thought, years of riding together. There's a 10-year age gap there. But I guess Victor's probably like, hey, dude, I'm really thirsty, man. You got something for me? I drank too much coffee this morning. Super dehydrated now. That's how Colin feels today. My meal last night, guys, was great. Besides the whole box of cookies that I ate, actually I saved 2 cookies for the morning. They were the maple cream cookies. Dave, you probably know. I also ate a whole bag of chips. So, feeling quite salty today. Yeah, so Aaron, I guess my comment I was making before, we learn about new riders every race. Probably more so in the women's racing. Steepest section of Borovet's Pass today. 12.5% average gradient. So it does get steep in places. 9.2 kilometers at 5%. This might be the toughest climb. Yeah, I guess we've seen something as tough as that, a Treno Adriatico, but it's a Category 2 climb, so this is a real deal climb here, guys. Gap is down to 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Thank you for the 29 people that are here watching today. Eddie's saying that Primoz used to race at the Tour of Azerbaijan way back in 2015. Dave's saying that Armstrong trained during his chemo. Yeah, guys, they get right back on the bike. Dave's asking Rigoberto Urán. Dave, what's the question about Rigoberto? Did I mention his name? Oh, everyone's got the bottle please signs. Dude, I better start really thinking about this Montreal trip later this year. Montreal trip later this year. Where am I going to stay? I think a lot of the race goes right near downtown. My friend Lucien, who used to race with some of these guys back in the day, in the 90s, superb athlete. He's like, the guy's in phenomenal shape. I think Lucian's only a couple years younger than me, but in incredible, maybe 5, I don't know. Incredible shape. The guy's actually done some, dude, the guy looks like a model. He's done some modeling. He did a commercial for, I believe it was Lexus back in the day. Yeah, did a lot of cool stuff. He's coming up for it. I hope he brings his wife. We can all hang out together. So he's like, we don't know anything about the area. We don't even know where to go. So hopefully I can try to help them out a little bit. I get knocked down. I get up again. Good lyrics for bike crashes. Yeah, exactly. Chumbawamba, I think it was called. Dave's saying they should have a senior riders category. Dudes, I'm going to jump back to Tour Tracker just so you can see where we're going. Yeah, it's a tough climb. So here's our leaders. 3 riders up front. We're in the juiciest part of the climb right now. Peloton chasing right now. Victor just sitting on the back with Arnaud Delis. Number 71, Arnaud Delis, and number 172, Victor Campenarts. Hanging out on the back here. Just holding on for dear life. Not a crazy climb for them, but they're not really climbers. Any of these riders here could easily outclimb us, guys. I think they did it on GCN one year. Yeah, they did. I saw this. They took Hank. I don't think Hank's at all on GCN anymore. Hank was my favorite. And they took the slowest time up the Alpe d'Huez, which was Fabio Jakobsen, sprinter. And Hank tried to beat it, and he didn't. So the slowest guy up the Alpe d'Huez, pro World Tour rider, was still able to beat Hank, who had fresh legs, who started at the base of the climb, who hadn't ridden 150 kilometers already, whatever it may have been that day. Hank did ride at a pro level. I don't know how high he got up. Probably just in the UK. Conti level, I would assume. And still couldn't beat his time. If you guys don't know, Hank now... Well, I think I talked about this last year, guys. Hank now has become the lord of a manor, or the lord of some lands. He's kind of... His family owned a bunch of land somewhere in England, and they have like a kind of like a mini mansion, a castle. I don't know what it is. It's like a huge Airbnb, and there was a famous TV show in the UK filmed on location there. He has a YouTube channel where he's working on all that now. So that's why I don't think he's with GCN at all anymore. I've watched a couple. I should probably start catching up with it. Aaron's saying, I guess we are going to find out now how Jan Christian can do with the leadership in a Grand Tour, although he will have to do it without much team, especially mountain support. Yeah, exactly. We will take a look at Jan again. Who does he have left for support? So we got Jan Christian. We do have Jonathan Narvaez. So there is some mountain support there. Morgado with the nice stash. To me, he's more of like a one-day rider. Very good at the one-day races. Yeah, look at all the early season Mallorca stuff, guys. I think Morgado, he must be an autumnal classic type rider. Veneto Classic, Perry Tours, Super 8 Classic. So he's riding a lot of those later season races. Some guys running along the road here with the 3 riders holding a small marsupial, mammal, whatever it may be in his hands. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if it was a stuffed cat or something with a pink jersey on it. Very strange. Guys, you ain't going to catch that on other channels. Guarantee it. Marsupial talk with Colin. Not that there's any marsupials here. Yeah, so it's not bad, though. He's got Narvaez. He's got Morgado. So Narvaez will be Jan Christian's main dude. Who really is the GC contender now? Is it Narvaez? Is it Jan Christian? Narvaez just won the Tour Down Under this year, 2025. He has won stages at the Giro d'Italia before in 2024 and 2020. So Narvaez is no joke. Got Astana on the front. Visma quite present up there. There's 7 riders up front. We know Campenarts is sitting on the back with Arnaud Delis sharing bottles. Getting very close to the top of the pass now. We'll probably cut back to the camera there. It's going to be a big sprint battle here between Trozzi and Sevilla. On day 1, when they were out on the break, Diego won every sprint. Every sprint. Wow, my eyes are hurting today. Aaron's asking, do you have a real estate date today or did you move that to Monday? Yeah, Dave, I do have, sorry, Aaron, I do have one. So I had one last night. The people put in an application. So I got to work through that today. Good young couple, got a new baby. Super nice people. He works oil and gas support, I guess you would call it. Not really, well, working for oil and gas companies, but not directly oil and gas. Water providers for frac crews. So basically they set up big temporary pipelines, which are just rubber, hook them all up, and they pump water out of sloughs and stuff like that. I know, yeah, maybe not the greatest way to do it, because what do they do with that water afterwards? And guys, to do this, they would all need permission. Yeah, Hartis is still in the front. That's our note here on PCS. Hartis pulling. He's been pulling the whole time. 2 riders have gone back to assist Arnaud Delis here. The group Delis is off the back, guys. 3 minutes back from the leaders. Currently about 40 seconds behind the pink jersey right now. Actual GC, let's take a look at that. That is Silva. So he is in the pink jersey today. Here's that same dude again. Like he's running along with like a fox or something. A stuffed dead fox. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like a teddy bear in a pink jersey, holding it out like this, like a giant sub sandwich, which I really want today. So they're trying to get the lead back up there because over the top, all these teams are going to reform on this long downhill grind back into the valley system for our huge sprint we're going to have. Hopefully they're a lot safer today. Pink Flamingos are back out on course, guys. The Pink Flamingos are back out. So these guys must be following the race. There's 4 of them. I think there was 4 last time. Still climbing at a really fast rate too. It's hard to tell, but you see guys running alongside, running full out right beside them. Yeah, so Aaron, as soon as we're done here today, I've got lots of time now. I figured it out. I'll be driving to Drumheller, so I'll be going down into the Badland, guys. So let's just come back for a second here. That was Borovets. And let's see what Colin's been up to. Oh, sorry, guys. Go to Google Maps. This is where Colin lives. The local scenery where I live. Here's Calgary down below us here. It's about downtown Calgary, 55 minutes away. My stomping grounds. Guys, this is kind of where I work. Olds, Didsbury, Carstairs, Crossfield, all this stuff out here. Again, the straight roads. The straight roads. People always say to me, Colin, why don't you ride aside more? Because they're all straight roads. Got the T-Rexes out on course too. All straight roads. So I'll be leaving here today, and I generally come to Linden. This is the small Mennonite community. I was up in Trochu last night. That's the other house rental. Of course, when you show a picture of Trochu, this is what you get. Big John Deere combines. What else we got in Trochu? Oh, a little fair or something. Actually, where is that? I think that's downtown in Trochu. The farmlands, yeah, some nice little pictures here, I guess, to see. More combines. Oh, they have a golf course there. I think they have a giant tee. That might be their claim to fame. So I go through 3 hills all the time to get there. Again, guys, and it's not a great picture, but it'll let you know what it's like. Huge fields and wind turbines out there. So we do have, even though we're oil and gas country here, guys, we do have a lot of solar power and wind turbines here. They never seem to work properly. But I will be going to Drumheller today, over here. So the hoodoos. How did I do that before? How did I get to those pictures without scanning through all of them? Oh, anyways, enough of that. We're done. Once I start losing it, I lost it, guys. Yeah, so I am going to Drumheller. I got to get to the house. I'm hoping someone shows up today. They said they would. But I need to take some pictures because I got to get a moving crew in there to empty some stuff out of the house. That's what I got to do. So yeah, that's an hour drive for me. Again, they're going back to the whole Arnaud Delis bottle swap thing here. I wonder if you're saying, dude, can you take my bottle? Please take my bottle. I can't. A guy's got a sign on the side of the road that says, 1 bottle equals 10 watts of good karma. Arnaud Delis struggling to hang on to his teammates here. He's got 73, and I'm going to tell you who these guys are. Missed that rider. The guy at the front's looking back like, okay, Delis, get up here, dude. Hang in there, bro. Just hang in there. They got to get him over the top. So Josh Giddings, and there was another rider there as well. I would imagine it's Jonas Ruch probably. He's a big worker on that team. Hartis de Vries still on the front for Unibet Rose Rockets. And Aiko Bastions is still there too. This guy, I can see him plain as day sitting dead center of the screen. Silva at the front looking good in pink. Kind of a weird combo here. The pink of the Maglia Rosa and that kind of bluey greeny look of Astana on his helmet. Some good racing, guys. And good chat too. Yeah, Jan Christian won the Alula race earlier this year. I like that. Yeah, dude, Dave, I know. When I watch back and see that, Dave's saying, I still feel bad for Primoz. He did a great ride and got smoked on a TT. Yeah, dudes. And Primoz is good in a TT. I think it might be the first race I remember where they were doing TT bikes and then doing that bike swap over to the road bike. I don't think I've ever really remembered that in a race before. Okay. What's going on here? They're over the top here, and Astana boy and the Soudal guy going through here. They might have been going for leftover points. That's what they were doing there. They were just trying to snag leftover points. Yeah, so Diego Pablo Sevilla wins the KOM. I bet you they didn't show that battle. We'll get all the points here pretty quick. Borovets pass. So Sevilla, Tarozzi is the guy that's fighting him for the points. Tonelli was there as well. And I think an Astana guy and a Jayco, I think it was Bastions, got the points going through there. Just because they're on the front. 17C at the top, so a little bit chillier for these guys. Yeah, like guys, when that, looking back, I might watch that today. Primoz, his helmet just slipping back on his head, and you could see the tour slipping out of his hands. Yeah, that was crazy. I thought the tour was locked up. And I even remember the look of Wout's on Wout's face after. They were all just like shell-shocked, like sitting around like going, what happened? We just lost the Tour de France. We just lost it. The rise of Poggi. The rise of Poggi. Dudes, we're going to see that with Paul too. We're going to watch that with Paul. The problem is right now, when Primoz lost the Tour de France, I think Primoz is 35 or 36. He would have been 30 years old losing that race. Like kind of just on the back end of his prime. Poggi's 27. He's still in his prime. Poggi's probably at the peak of his ability. I don't think he'll get any better. How could he? Paul's just starting. So can Paul really compete with Poggi? He's going to try. Dave's saying he had to ride after watching Petra on the Angliru. Don, good point here, Don. Don's saying that Paul will definitely get the white jersey at the Tour de France. Who has the most white jerseys? I think Poggi has 5 of those. Yeah, dude, I think, well, is it still to 25? I was talking to someone about that yesterday. The white jersey's kind of weird to me now because the cycling's changed so much. You got winners at 21. It's not like the old days. UAE rider, it's Igor Arieta. He's donning kind of like a cut-off vest for the descent here. So obviously he's got chilled a little bit, and he's like, dudes, I need to put some extra clothes on. I'm freezing. I've got 1.2% body fat. I need something extra. Dudes, snow on the ground here. Borovets. Snow in scattered little spots on the ground here. 1,300 meters high. 70 kilometers from Sofia. This is one of the Balkans' largest and oldest ski resorts, featuring approximately 58 kilometers of slopes. There you go, guys. Yeah, it is a big ski resort. And here come the riders through this main area, past the ski hotels, and there is still snow in scattered patches. No skiing going on here right now. Dave saying Robbie McEwen said it was the best descent of that climb ever. Yeah, the Angler dudes. I loved it. That was the highlight of yesterday's stream. I thought watching her go up that, going back, fighting her way back up, and then just chasing Paula Blassie down. Paula Blassie did a phenomenal job as well. She ground her way to the top. I think Paula Blassie went up the Angleroo without getting out of the saddle once, guys. She sat all. Guys, if you got the video somewhere, go back and watch it. She did not get out of the saddle. If she did, it was when the camera cut away quickly, and everyone else is out of the saddle all the way. Aaron saying in an interview afterwards, Petra seemed to have great confidence in her ability to do a great ride. Yeah, the interview was on. I didn't watch it as I was cutting over to the Giro yesterday. I think it was a big surprise for everyone, but yeah, look out, folks. Here's another World Tour climber coming up. It's things like that that build huge confidence in riders. Like, wow, I just won the Angleroo. That's not a fluke. I think I made the comment yesterday too, and I did say no disrespect to anyone, but like every dog has its day. But given the right race at the right time and your right fitness, a lot of people can step up and win. Basically, every dog has its day. They can win. I think that's probably it's probably like a dog racing, like, you know, track dogs, like the greyhounds. That's probably where that came from. I always wonder where some of these sayings come from. Dave's saying no one wants to win because a challenger is dehydrated. Yeah, maybe that's why they did the bottle swap or the bottle pass off there. Climber standing. So we got Sevilla on 42 points. Tarotsi, who's with him right now on 12. Jonas is going to sit stagnant at 9 today. He didn't pick up any points, and that's okay. Don saying these riders are all friends, sharing food and chatting until the final 500 meters. Yeah, exactly. Dave, seen former teammates pace each other to make the time limits. Dudes, one of the best ones I saw was at the Giro a couple years ago. Mark Cavendish's last Giro. Was it his last? I think it was his retirement year, but remember when he came back and did one more Tour de France? When Geraint Thomas, paced Mark Cavendish. He took a pole for him. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in racing. I think Mark, was he riding for Astana at the end? And G did a full pole. G did a full pole deliberately for Mark Cavendish. I thought that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in sports. Oh, I'm way behind here. I'm way behind, guys. Sorry. Dave saying, I miss being able to eat the leaf-shaped goodness and waiting for Girl Guides. We're on cookie talk here. Okay. Iran. Yeah, Rigoberto. Is he Rigoberto? Is he Uruguayan? I thought he was Colombian. I could be wrong. Oh, dudes. Oh, my. I'm going to have to teleport a little bit. Guys, I'm going to scan a lot of these here. Sorry. Yeah, Dali climbing. His legs must have been left in Belgium. Exactly. Hello from Corsica. James Delara's here. James, love your videos, your short videos you put on Facebook there. Man, Corsica, that would be a great place to go hang out for a while. Sevilla does have the KO1 points. Decent lead. Could take him to stage 7 in the blockhouse. Did a little bit of research on the blockhouse, guys. It's a fortification at the top of that climb. Because everyone's like, why does it have such a weird name? I think it was a fort at the top of that climb built way back when, probably, I'm going to say about the Austro-Hungarian Empire, whatever they were called back when. It's a fort. It's a concrete blockhouse, I guess. Dave, Colin, best TT to Calgary on your bike. Dave, I don't think I've ever ridden to Calgary all the way on my bike. No. I do a lot of rides outside here, guys. Just none recently. But Dave, I think I mentioned just yesterday, I think I was on Facebook Marketplace and a nice set of Zip 404 showed up. I'm like, you know what? I don't have any wheels for my Look TT bike. I was kind of swapping out wheels from another road bike I had. I sold that road bike off. So now I've got this TT bike sitting there upside down. It needs wheels. So I'm like, I need something to throw on there. I need a 10-speed because I'm on Jura Ace. I'm on 15-year-old Jura Ace on that bike. Aaron saying, shout out to the Englishman Alex Fitzpatrick in lead after round 3 of the Truist Championships Golf in Charlotte, North Carolina. Something about his brother to get his tour card. Oh, Dawn's saying my jersey matches the topology color on the screen. Yeah, I'm in the Metallica shirt today, guys. When it was blue, so I probably blended in with it, I guess. Eddie's asking which country gets the Grand Depart next year in the Giro. Hard to say. They've started 16 times outside of Italy. Bardiani car coming up here right now. Having a little chit chat with Tarozzi on the front, Manuel Tarozzi. How you doing, dude? Passes him a quick bottle. Yeah, the boys getting in the good TV time today. It's 2:15 from the front three back to the Peloton, and Dali is a further 1 minute and 20 seconds back. I'm sure they'll bring him back. Oh, sorry, guys. This is quite delayed here now. We're going to come back to Tour Tracker here and see what's going on here. Get our look. Oh. Wonder why I went to a net company thing there. Yeah, see here, I can't drag the map anymore. Very strange. And it keeps going to net company. I don't know why it's doing that. Net company Ineos, of course. We'll zoom out. Yeah, so you can see here, guys, we've gone, here's the mountains here I was talking about. We're working our way back into the valley system, so we're going to be going downhill all the way now. Still lumpy in places, though. Yeah, Dave, good point here. Poggi was a minute behind Primoz at the start of the TT. I don't think anyone thought that Poggi was going to beat Primoz. I thought everyone said, yeah, it's locked up, man. It's a done deal, because Primoz is known to be a time trialist. I can't remember if they both did bike swaps or not, because everyone was like riding, getting off the TT bike, jumping on the road bike at the very end. I don't know if Primoz did. I'd have to go back and see all that. What? Aaron's saying no official Grand Depart info for the 2027 Giro, but some rumors have been looking to use Australia, which seems crazy. Dude, that is insane. That is insane. Love seeing the locals riding. Here's a guy on his Villiers bike trying to keep up. He's riding with them. He thinks he's a pro. Dude, they've already ridden 116 kilometers, and you're barely able to keep up with them. As someone mentioned yesterday, these beautiful Orem bikes, yeah, they do look really nice. The black with gold lettering there. Bardiani on the De Rosas. Everyone knows that name if you've been around cycling for a long time. Back over to PCS, you just keep track here. Best rider per stage at this Giro for the Lidl Trek team, Jonathan Milan, gets 4th on stage 1. Not the best sprint ever for Milan. And that was a reduced sprint, too, that he probably should have won. Groenewegen was down on the ground behind him. Giulio Ciccone, stage 2, 3rd place. So good result for him yesterday. I think there was a couple of Trek riders at the front there in the finish yesterday. So Trek's looking well placed at this race. And here it is. I think I said earlier, there's 3 dudes. There's 3 guys at the back. 2 teammates of Dali are back there helping. We knew one was Josh Giddings, and the other one is Jonas Ruch. He's a constant workhorse for this team. Take a look at Jonas Ruch here again. This is why he's a workhorse, guys. He's 28 years old. He's a German. He's 1.97 meters tall. So he's probably 6'5", walking around. Wind blocker. That's what he is. He's a wind blocker. Pulls the smaller riders up. And I don't think Dali, well, let's take a look. How big is Dali? Yeah, Dali's just under 6 feet tall, 5'10", something like that. Maybe 6 feet. Yeah, maybe that is 6 feet tall. Slightly heavier rider at 78 kilos compared to the high 50s to low 60s of the climbers. He's always going to struggle to keep up. And in fact, they've just cut back here. With 57 kilometers to go, Dali is not back on. He's got a minute to catch back onto the Peloton. And this should be a sprint win today, guys. Milan's probably like just foaming at the mouth. He needs that win. All the sprinters want to win today, guys. So Dali's got some work to do to get back on. Josh Giddings and Jonas Ruch are going to bury themselves trying to get Dali back up there. Dali's already done this once. I think it was on stage 1 where he had to fight his way back on. So maybe he's off his performance right now. Yeah, can you imagine starting in Australia for 3 days, something like that, and then having to transfer? They probably need like a 2-day transfer. I don't even know how that's possible. They'd be probably better off to use Canada. Dave saying pneumonia is a killer. Vest to keep the cold off. Aaron saying the 2020 TT was a major choke job by Primoz. Not topped by Laurent Fignon, his loss in the TT on the Champs-Élysées back in 1989 to Greg LeMond. Yeah, Anna Vanderbregen, she did her huge ride too. I think that's what you're saying there, Dave. We've got a dude here, don't know who this is, saying, where are they now? Dude, right now, they're about 50, and I know, dude, I'm way behind here. I'm trying to catch up. 56 kilometers to go. They're over the top of the Borovets Pass right now, making their way slowly back into this broad, massive valley system in Bulgaria here. This is the last day in Bulgaria. We do have a transfer day tomorrow, guys. So we got an early rest day, which is not normal. Yeah, Vanderbregen did keep herself on the podium. And yeah, I got to grab the sticky bottle, guys. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, 3 riders out front, 2 Pulte Visit Malta guys, 1 Bardiani guy. They're all going for KOM points there. We've got the main peloton approximately 1 minute and 37 seconds back. It's time's coming down. We have the Arnaud Dali group. It's just 3 riders, a further minute back behind them. So that Borovets Pass beat up Dali pretty bad. Flocky's back. Great to see Bardiani riding the DeRosa bikes. Yeah, I think I just saw someone post a really cool 80s DeRosa bike on Facebook yesterday. Yeah, lots of great pages. My favorite is Bandit Bikes. That's my favorite. All the funky bikes that weren't allowed by the UCI because of whatever aerodynamics way back in the day. Yeah, Aaron saying, I always think of the Gruppetto as the autoboost at the back. Yeah, dude, that's what I would say. To me, the Gruppetto is the group that's at the back that's just dangling, hanging on. It's the Mark Cavendish group. It's the Greipel. All those guys hanging out together, the big sprinters that are like fighting to stay alive. I would say the Gruppetto right now is the Dali group. I think they're the only 3 back here. Okay, they're catching up with the riders now. Guys, they're getting into the back of the cars right now. He's made it back again. Dudes, they just pulled back a minute of race course time and probably just a few minutes of me blathering time. Pretty spectacular, really. Let me just catch up here. Yeah, the double language of cycling. Eddie's saying good for PCS to use kilograms and centimeters instead of pounds and feet, especially worldwide. Yeah, dude, totally. I just flip it quick. And at the front now, we see the big man himself, Emmanuel Geber-Xavier for Lidl Trek, starting to do the work now. He's had a day off so far. He's up there, and I think Hartis de Vries is still there, and Eco Bastions. Yeah, and those black and gold Orums look fantastic. Guys, who makes Orum? I know they're all made probably in the same place, but what's the brand? What's the country? Or, wherever they make it. You know what I'm saying? Eddie's asking, are the teams, will they use plane, ferry, or bus to go to Lee? Dude, I'm sure they're going to fly over. Actually, I was watching a quick video yesterday, guys. And it was all about the travel logistics for baseball teams. Travel logistics for baseball teams. And in fact, early this year, I think it's when I was watching the Blue Jays. Might have been the Blue Jays. I can't remember now, guys. I think they were playing in Arizona. They took a bus. All right, you guys that all make $10 million a year each, let's get on the bus. Ding, ding. All the way to California. I think they were playing the Angels next. Possibly the Dodgers. Can't remember. And then I saw another video yesterday. Bo Jackson, superstar, ultimate athlete, dual sport, football and baseball. And I think Shaq has a YouTube podcast or something, and they were asking what's the hardest sport, and Bo's going to tell you. He says the endurance that's required to play professional baseball. Traveling, just constantly traveling. They're finishing games, and by the time they get out of the stadium, it's 10 o'clock at night. They got a flight at 1 a.m. in the morning. They got to be on to go to the next series. Here we go again, guys. Riders pulling on the Peloton: De Vries, Gebrselassie, and Bastians. These guys are constantly up there. Riders at the back. Well, they're back now. Jonas Ruch, Josh Giddings, and Arnaud Dely. He's back in now. Actually, off the back here, we've got two UAE riders. 194. Yeah, let's take a look here. Who is this? 194 and 192. We should know who they are. It's Igor Arieta and Jan Christian. So Jan Christian is in the white jersey here. So he's in white shorts today as well. They've taken off the black shorts. He's in the white shorts for the white jersey competition. 51 kilometers to go, guys. It's going to start getting really heated here quickly here. Phase 2, slowly transitioning into phase 2, guys. Slowly transitioning. There's going to be a lot of rammy racing, I think. A lot of energy dumped at the end here because they got a full rest day coming up. Probably going to be a hard rest day for them. I don't think... It might be a rest day where they don't do much riding. Actually, you know what? I'm sure all these dudes are flying out of Bulgaria today into Italy so they can actually do a rest day ride. You never want to miss your rest day ride. Anna Vanderbriggen's dinner plate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, I think I brought it up in the video. It was like gigantic. It was so big, her rear cassette, that one cog. And so Aaron's saying it got a lot of interest from the press, and he says it was as large as a 41 tooth. Dude, it looked even bigger than that. Like, I think I have like a 30 or 32 on the back of my bike here. Dude, it makes it look like twice the size of what I'm riding. Flocky saying Peloton in Italian is compact group. Over at, was it one of the Portuguese races? They called it the platoon. The translation was platoon. So we still got the 3 riders up front, guys. They are down to 54 seconds. It's coming to an end here for these dudes soon. Diego Pablo Sevilla, another successful day. A lot of chit-chatting at the front here between Unibet, Soudal. Looks like a little bit of just like a little slow down energy. Yep, it is. All the dudes going over for nature breaks. Let's take a whiz all over each other. Because most of them aren't stopping. So what a delightful sport. Delightful. Dude, maybe it's like urine therapy. Have you guys heard about that? That's the next new thing I've been reading about. Urine therapy. Just the shortcut to it. I guess urine has a ton of stem cells in it, like a ton. So people are now, I don't know, dude, I don't even know. I don't even know what they're doing. But I guess there's a ton of stem cells. So like, are you pouring it all over yourself? Are you drinking it? What are you doing? Yeah. Weird. Eddie saying Tarotzi's always been in breakaways. He won a stage at the Tour of Langkawi in 2024 by breakaway. Similar to head of the course, but since the Peloton is more of the standard for the main group, cycling coverage usually refers to the term gruppetto for the back. Yeah, I would say gruppetto for the back group. Peloton is the main race group, and the Peloton changes throughout the race. You might say I use reduced Peloton quite a bit. You know, like if it's one of the tough days, you might have 3 or 4 in the break. You might have 30 riders chasing in the main Peloton. Then there's going to be 100 riders behind them in the big Peloton, gruppetto at the back. Bo knows. 162 games in 180 days. Yeah, that's what Bo said. He goes, you got to play 162 games, and he goes, you may have 4 or 5 days off. Dude, I never really knew that until I started digging into it this year, how many games they play. I knew they played a lot of games. I did know that. I've known that forever. But When I'm watching the Blue Jays play, there's no days off. Addison Barger's back. Addison Barger came back, I think, yesterday, maybe the day before, and had a great game. Jays had a 7-run inning. How far is Bulgaria to Italy? Dude, it's pretty far. It is actually pretty far. Let's have a quick look. Let's just zoom out in the world, guys. Ooh, look at this. Wow. So it's due east, right? Bulgaria is over here. It's a time zone away. So, guys, they're not taking a train. They're not taking a bus or a ferry. They're jumping on a plane, probably in Sofia, I'd imagine. So Sofia's here. Borovets is up here. I did want to look up the red. You can see I recently viewed the Black Rock. Just sounds awesome to me. So there's some kind of weird rock up there. They're probably going to jump on planes in Sofia itself and jet set to wherever it is we're going in Italy, which I don't know yet. Where are we going in Italy? Let's have a peek at what's going on Tuesday, guys. Ooh, we're climbing. And it's a short stage. That means I think we're going to have some serious climbing. No, we're not. It's not a serious day. One big climb. One big climb on Tuesday. We start in Catanzaro and we go to Cosenza. We are climbing up a Category 2. We've got the sprint at the base of the Category 2 climb. Ooh, that's going to be hard for the sprinters. Mr. Dali, he's not looking forward to this one because it's longer than today and probably even about the same average gradient. It's 14.5 kilometers at 6%. You know what, guys? That's almost a Category 1 to me. That's almost... If you were to put this stage at the end of 200 kilometers, it would probably be a Category 1. Because that's a long grind. Long grind. So you can get different categorizations of stages or mountain climbs based on their location in the race. So yeah, you guys, you can see here, this is a Category 2. It's 9.2 kilometers, 5K less than the other one. And it's actually, average gradient is not as steep. Same category. I'm going to dispute that one on Tuesday. I'm saying it's a Cat 1 climb. I'm allowed to. Aaron saying, yes, they will fly or boat today so they can, do a 100-kilometer recovery ride tomorrow. Hashtag crazy work. Eddie, are cyclists sometimes listening to music when cycling? Dude, they probably do. I do. You probably shouldn't. You need to hear what's coming at you. Okay, catching up, guys. Kim Lascelle, don't drink your pee. Kim, I think that's the new thing. Or they're pouring it on the salt. Dude, I can go really dark here. I could get really dark. I have a friend, she's into urine therapy, believe it or not. I don't know the details. I'm like, yeah, that's all I need to know. Let's just stop right there. Stop right there. Gonna catch up. Dave's saying the Romans have known the value of urine for centuries. Cleaner, cloth dye, mouthwash. Come on. Come on, Dave. Mouthwash. Are you serious? Yeah, urine as mouthwash sounds very Lord of the Flies or something else. Dave's saying they could start in the St. Lawrence and still not leave France. Yeah, they could hang out on those islands in the St. Lawrence that are part of France. Guys, I've talked about that, haven't I? Yes, I know I have, but let's just quickly jump over here. So, guys, this is the St. Lawrence River, which becomes the St. Lawrence Seaway, which becomes the Gulf of St. Lawrence here, and it's right here. I always think it's these ones. It's not. This is Canada, but very, very Frenchified. Okay? I'm allowed to say that because I'm Canadian. It's these islands right here, Saint Pierre and Miquelon. This is France. This is actually France here. I think you can take a ferry from Grand Banks. I believe that's where the ferry is. It's not lighting up for some reason. And you go to Saint Pierre here. This is en français right here, guys. This is France. Why do you guys have your islands here? Come on. I call BS on this. I call total BS. This is a little shady here. Now, there's one thing to do this. There's one thing to do this, to have this. Guernsey and Jersey. Okay, there's that. But I mean, you're right there. You're right there. This is a whole nother story. Hold on. BS. I don't really care. I'm just saying that, guys. Yeah, dude, probably be a really cool, fun place to visit there. But yeah, we could stay completely on French soil by doing that. Eddie's asking how many hours by plane from Bulgaria to Italy. Dude, it's probably only an hour. Probably only an hour. We could Google map it here. You could do directions, but I'm not sure exactly where they're going from to. Probably Sofia to front of the race. We've actually gained a little bit of time back. We got a 105 gap now. And if I can get this to work, oh, it is working now. Guys, they're hot on their heels here right now. Going alongside this lake right away. So I'm going to be looking for a lake or a marshy area. It looks like a lake shortly here. It's just over to their right-hand side. There's a chance here they're saying that Egan Bernal can take... if he can do well at the Red Bull KM, he could jump into the leader's jersey today. Or Florian Stork. But it all depends how Silva finishes. They're not going to get any time at the Red Bull KM. I think that's going to be a big sprint war again. Hard to say. Yesterday, Egan just rolled through by himself. 1, 2, 3, Ineos. Net Company Ineos at the Red Bull KM right after that huge crash. Eco Bastions, Hartis de Vries, and Emmanuel Gebrselassie on the front still. We've got 45 kilometers to go here on that banner. The lead group is just under 44 kilometers. Aaron's saying no sprinter will win stage 4. Dave, are you pranking me here? He says there was some kind of urine collector was an important career in the Republic of Rome. Really? Aaron's saying Narvaez is going to win stage 4. I could see that. Yeah, so I think they have Jan Christian and Narvaez. That's their team leaders now. Dawn saying, talk about baseball. Have you seen My Baseball? Something about Mary. Okay, that's the movie. Ben Stiller, Cameron Diaz. I don't remember it. I don't remember, Dawn. Okay, we are getting footage of the lake now here on camera. The video stream showing that now. Going across some awesome bridges with the big arches. Quite old. Peloton racing along quite rapidly. I'm really strung out here, guys, on this flat area beside this lake. What lake are we going alongside? Let's have a look at that. We're going to go back to Bulgaria here. Yeah, Bulgaria. We're going alongside this lake right here. So we're on this main highway here, this number 82. You know, the good old number 82? We're on the 82, guys. We are going alongside this lake. Totally. Totes. Here it is. Here's that little inlet there. Here's our leaders. Here's our Peloton. I'm going to jump back here right away. Here's that little inlet again. So the dudes right now are on the 82. They're just going past this place, whatever you want to call it. Lake, little quick lake pictures, the Airbnbs, whatever you want to call it here. We're now inside the Sofia city province, and this is the Iskar Reservoir. So there's probably a dam somewhere collecting water here for... Yeah, there's a dam right here. Take a look at this, guys. Here's our dam. Dam tours. Dam tours with Colin. Damn! So they're probably just going to follow this road all the way back to Sofia. Let's take a look. That sure looks like it to me. But we don't get to go over the dam. That's fine. Damn dams. Okay, catching up. Eddie's asking, are there ever a grand depart in a Grand Tour history happen in another country outside of Europe? Dude, they've started in the UK. I think they started in Spain before quite a few times. The Tour de France starts in Spain this year in Barcelona. We're doing Bulgaria. It did say the Giro started outside of Italy 16 times. I'm not sure which all the countries are. I can't imagine it being that far. It just logistics-wise, it would be really hard. Dave, never music when riding. Road cars are too quiet. E-cars are too quiet. Aaron saying if a girl says she's into urine therapy, it is time to run fast and far away. Dude, or is it? Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't really say that. Yeah, St. Pierre and Miquelon. Don says he's been fishing in the St. Lawrence Seaway. It is historical evidence of colonialism. Aaron, when phase 2 does not happen until 20 kilometers ago, it's a picnic snooze fest. Yeah, dude, it's kind of chill right now. But Hartis de Vries earning his salary up front. Emmanuel Gabriel Xavier, Eco Bastions. Then we've got the Astana team there with Silva. Visma Lisa Bike right behind them here. Kind of like, the etiquette of the Peloton. You're leading, get up front and work. Sprint teams that want to compete today, they need to put a guy up front too. Like, okay, you're going to sprint later. You better have someone at work up front doing some work to help keep the pace up today. Do the chasing. If you want to sprint at the end and not let that breakaway get away, they're 43 seconds, guys. They're going to dial them back here pretty quick. Just hearing weird noises. Dave, we have not seen the Jonas Kiss counter activated yet. It's usually one of these. He gives a little, and then does another little hand thing like that. Haven't seen it yet. I hope we do soon. Aaron hasn't seen them either, so good. We're on track here. James from Corsica was saying in 2013 the tour was in Corsica. I do remember that. For 3 opening stages with an overnight transfer to the continent. Riders flew out while team cars and all the caravan took the ferries. Next day was a team time trial. Dude, I remember them being in Corsica. I think 1 year or 2, maybe the Giro started in Sicily, but that's just a little jump. Same country. Dave's saying that history has always been a fun interest of mine, and yes, the Romans used urine for many, many things. See, Aaron? Urine therapy, it's great. It's great. You know all those truckers? The truckers with their pee depositories. There's a better name for them, but I don't know if I can say it. Dude, they're onto something. Those guys are onto something. I don't know if it really shows. They don't look that young to me. They're obviously not doing urine therapy on themselves. But seriously, guys, it's a big thing now. Supposedly, allegedly. I don't know myself. But I guess there's a schwack of stem cells in urine. And that's the big thing right now for, I think, anti-aging. So, do your thing. You do you. Aaron saying race just showed what looked about like 10,000 Bulgarian amateur cyclists all on course in the finish. Yeah, I saw that video too. Yeah, we are not going over the damn. Dave, Charles Todd Sullivan for president here. Jonas sent a message yesterday and took notes of his competitors. I see what you're saying. You know what? Jonas looked really good to me yesterday. Dude, I'm hoping for the Tour de France we have a real mano-a-mano battle. We used to have that between the two of them. And then Poggi got way better. Jonas has beaten Poggi before. Everyone kind of forgets that. Jonas has won the Tour de France with Poggi. So, it's doable. I think Jonas might have stepped it up this year. He's like the far and away favorite to win this one. I did see a lot of comments yesterday online going, it's Jonas's race to lose. He has zero competition here. Why is he bothering doing this race? He should only race against Poggi at the Tour de France. Oh, yeah, it just goes on and on. This is, I guess it's a training camp for him. Think of it that way. Dave's asking, is Picnic Post doing any work in the Gruppetto yet? Let's see. I'm not even sure. I think the whole Peloton's back together right now, Dave. We have 38 kilometers to go. Aaron saying, I really like the Corsica start. That is an island that is French, but should be Italian. Yeah. You got Corsica and Sardinia right there together. One's French, one's Italian. Yeah, so they're just showing on screen here now. Adam Yates and Andre Vandrame did not start. And yeah, these guys are just on the breakaway all the time now. 2013 had to have been a Sky win. Had to have. Can someone look that up? Yeah, exactly, Dave. So the homeless dude on the subway is actually wearing an anti-aging suit. I think you got to pour it over your head, Dave. If you really want to like look 10 years younger, get a jug. Dude, when I think of pee jugs, all I can think of is Trailer Park Boys. I think it was Ricky's dad. Did Ricky have a dad on the show? Yeah, he lived in the campground there, the trailer home park, and he camped in a trailer, and he had a wide range collection of pee jugs, just like the truckers use. That's right. Jonas has won the Tour de France and La Vuelta. Winning the Giro gives him the trifecta. I think that's what he's going for. Poggy has yet to win La Vuelta. Has yet to win it. I love La Vuelta. I love it. It's the end of the year. People are kind of getting a little bit burned out from cycling. It's a tough race. Aaron saying Froome, I think, was the 2013 winner. What's Froome doing these days? What is Froome doing these days, guys? Is he still... I think I saw him at a Grand Fondo. Yeah, so Froome won in 2013, 15, 16, and 17. Showing him in his old jersey, the Israel Premier Tech jersey, 2025. It doesn't say he's retired, but he must be retired after that huge crash. This guy's probably had the worst crashes out there. Like horrific crashes. Dude, remember the days when this guy was untouchable? Big crash, never came back. When he came back, Poggy was on his way up. Yeah, that's it. 2015 to 2017-18, it was Chris Froome that dominated the cycling world for sure. Team Sky, the Sky Train, or also Sky Pro Cycling. Oh yeah, he started at Barlow World. And Chris Froome is the guy too that faked his way into a championship. I think it was the European time trial championships. I think that's what it was. If you read his book, he sent a letter on behalf of that country, basically nominating himself to compete there because they weren't going to send anyone. And he went, and I think he crashed on the first corner. But then I think he placed pretty well overall. I don't even know what year that would have been. I got to think, it was right before Barlow World. Anyone remember Barlow World? So maybe it was like 20... Would it have been this? No, because he was racing the Tour of Britain here. He wasn't that... So he's already big there. Sorry, guys. What did he do in 2006? I wonder if it was this one. Yeah, I think it was. If anyone remembers that story, just fill me in a bit here in the chat, please, guys. We'll jump back. That's our Chris Froome Spotlight. Still heading alongside that lake, guys. So we're just leaving the edges of it right now. You can see here on the map. The dam is just over here on the side. There's the dam we're talking about. So just a big reservoir of drinking water. And we'll be cutting back inland soon. Yes. Yeah, Wiggins, Geraint Thomas, Froome. Julian, Bubbles, and Ricky are great guys. Had beer with them. Really? I like Randy. Sebastian Bach, lead singer of Skid Row. He was on several episodes, I think, of Trailer Park Boys. So was Alex Lifeson, only guitarist for Rush. Bubbles, actually, I think he's played Closer to the Heart with Rush on stage. I think he came up on stage and played with them. Aaron, say 2013 to 2017, won by Froome 4 times, and Nibali in 1 year. Then he crashed out. Okay, Froome is Is he South African? No, he's not South African. He's where's he from? Where's Chris Froome born, guys? He is from Africa. He's definitely from Africa. But I don't think he's... Kenya. That's right. Team Sky is today's Ineos, right? Yep. Froome with his different pedal style. Yeah, and he always had his elbows out super wide too. Froome's Ventoux run was legendary. So who else have we seen do that? Who was it? At that race in Maryland, we saw someone doing a Chris Froome. Who was that? Wasn't Greasy Stash. It might have been, was it McNulty? Or was Jai Hindley there? It was someone basically sat waiting, refused. They didn't have the right wheel to fit his bike from neutral service. They wanted to give him a bike. He just looked at it and said, nope, not doing it. He stood around waiting, eventually put his bike on his shoulder and started running. Oh, that's right. His team car was behind him. You're not allowed to run back to the team car. The team car went past him. He had to run down the road to get a bike change. And then we just saw it recently somewhere else too, at a race. And I think Chris Froome, they did a little parody skit of it. He was at that Grand Fondo I was just talking about where they did it again just for fun. Kenya. Okay, it is Kenya. Froome born in Kenya. Everyone's saying that's Fab Cycling correcting that as well. One of his parents had UK origin. Mike Smith is Bubbles. Guys, if you don't know what the Trailer Park Boys is, it's kind of like a staple of being Canadian. That, Bob and Doug McKenzie, the Beachcombers. One of the greatest shows ever made was the Beachcombers. I grew up on that. Dave, you must have grown up watching the Beachcombers. Used to be on like 4:30 every afternoon after school. Dawn saying if peeing on yourself is anti-aging, we'll be back to 3 years old. Dude, apparently that's what it is. Guys, same thing on the front. We're 33 kilometers to go. 41 seconds from the Peloton to the front three. I'm going to make sure we're right up to speed here. Yeah, 31 kilometers to go. That's what it looks like to me. Hartis de Vries, Emmanuel Gebrek-Zabger, Eco Bastions, then the Astana team, then the Visma team, followed by Lidl Trek. All snaking their way down this descent here, guys. Saying Group 1 has just passed through a final feed zone. And guys, it's nature break number 2. Colin is on it today. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, don't want to miss any of this. Had to go as quick as I could here. And just so you guys know, there was zero urine therapy in that session there. Zero urine therapy. Guys, I'm starving. I can't. I'm actually going to blow out of here before my appointment today. I got 2 hours till I got to get there. I'm going for a big breakfast. I am going for a big breakfast today. I think an Eggs Benedict. So I'm going to find a really cool restaurant in Drumheller. And I'm doing Colin's Realtor Property Manager food reviews now. I am actually posting. Oh, here we go. Charles Todd Sullivan for Prez. Chuck. Big Chuck here. Canada has produced some amazing comedy shows and comedians. Dude, exactly. We've talked about it on the channel before. SCTV was the Canadian TV show. And I guess based on the Chicago-based SCTV comedy troupe. Is that right? Because I think it is a real comedy troupe in Chicago. Hopefully not Detroit, as we like to call it. Oh, we got the Bulgarian dancers on the side of the road here. They got a full show going on. Yeah, it's Chicago, but Canada did make a show. Yeah, dude, like Martin Short, Bob and Doug. That's Tim Moranis and Doug Harris. Kathleen O'Hara, she just recently passed away this year, I think at the earlier part of the year, didn't she? Eugene Levy, Mr. Eyebrows. Dude, it goes on and on. One of the guys from Ghostbusters was on there. John Candy? John Candy was in that show. Martin Short. There's another lady on there that's so good. You know who I'm talking about. I think, Edna. One of her characters is Edna. Anyway, so on. Dave is going to help me out here pretty soon. Dave's saying he's pissed off that somebody sold Molly's Reach to build condos. Molly's Reach was the restaurant guys in The Beachcombers, starring Bruno Gerussi. Dave, do you remember when Bruno Gerussi had his own cooking show? Yeah, he had his own cooking show. So guys, The Beachcombers, if you don't know, this is pure Canadiana. It was about following the lives of Bruno, Nick Adonitis. He's a Greek dude. And they were beachcombing, which means they go collect logs, stray logs from the logging industry that break away and haul them back. Probably almost like salvage, I would imagine. So that people don't hit these logs with their boats. And then there was Relic. He was like the bad boy. I think he had a faster boat. Jesse. I love Jesse. First Nations guy. What's really cool is Jesse. I wonder if Jesse's still around. I forget his name. His son posts on Facebook all the time. And I see people going, man, I grew up with your dad, watching him on TV. Molly, she owned Molly's Reach. There was the RCMP officer. Guys, it's like, that's what parts of Canada are like. Great show in the 70s. Froome run up on the level Andy Schleck changer. Oh, yeah. Aaron saying Froome's run on the level of Andy Schleck train job with Conter just saying, see it. Yeah, I remember that so well. The two of them at the front. Schleck dropped his chain. Conter just said, I'm going. Bye. There was no waiting around like we do for Poggy. We don't do that. Back in the day, it was attack. Dave saying now the channel is going to get the capital P rating. What's the capital P rating? I don't even know. Yeah, I was definitely not in the pipe there. And it is called a Dolny Passerelle Dam and Rope Bridge. A small reservoir within the Iskar hydroelectric system features a scenic suspension footbridge. It is scenic. That links hiking trails on either side of the dam. So the dam's right nearby. Guys, yeah, it's very informative here. Very informative. Yeah, pipe has been emptied. Pipe has been emptied. Yeah, it's not that kind of place, Dave. It turns out nice people are funny people. That's what Aaron's saying here. Second City TV. I love watching that back in the day. Yeah, it was so good. I remember it was on late at night. I would have been not even in junior high when I was watching SCTV. I watched that way more than Saturday Night Live. It was on like at 11 or 11:30 at night. Probably on CBC in Canada. It was only a half-hour show from what I remember too. They used to have musical guests. So I remember they had the Talking Heads on there to perform music. So it was Canada's like spin on Saturday Night Live at the time. Oh, there's a couple getting married here. Yeah, I guess they're getting married on the side of the road. Dave's seen SCTV started in Toronto at the old firehouse. Andrea Martin. Boom. James, thank you very much. She's awesome. Firehouse is now a condo. Everything's a condo. What about Red Green? Yep, the Red Green show. Relic's jet boat. Yes, dude. Everyone remembers the jet boat. Relic was bad. Always had that little toque that he wore. Dave saying his first time on TV was at a CBC studio tour. Letterkenny, Shoresy, yeah, newer shows. Haven't really seen a lot of those. Half hour P-chat. Urine therapy. We've got dude, I'm going to hashtag urine therapy and the views are going to go through the roof today. Later. They're going to go through the roof. Guy Lombardo. Oh, yeah. The station manager of SCTV. Guy. Okay, now we are getting a little aerial view. Oh, this must be another dam nearby, maybe. Yeah. We've got another dam nearby, guys. Where are they now? Let's see if we can find this. Because we're going past another one here. Right there. We just went past it. This is it right here, guys. We just went past this on camera here. It's exactly what it looks like. So they are now according to this, rounding this bend. Obviously, we're slightly delayed. They just came around this bend here, and we saw that little dam there. Good stuff. Dudes, 25 kilometers to go. Status quo on the front. Soudal, Hartis, Gebrselassie, Astana team, and Visma. Just all doing a ride today. Guys, we're going into rest day. They're like, dudes, let's not kill ourselves today. We've already had 2 brutal crashes. Crash within 600 meters of the finish on day 1. Took out a lot of the sprinters. Yesterday took out some favorites. Pretty brutal crash yesterday. What do you guys think? When there's crashes, should they wait? That's what I kind of thought to myself. It's like, well, if you can't stay upright, that's on you. I don't want to see guys get hurt, but if you can't stay upright, it's on you. I know there's rules, there's the etiquette, but at what point do you throw that rules and etiquette out the window? It's like Aaron brought up Contador attacking Schleck when he dropped his chain. Like totally goofy mechanical. It wasn't even a flat tire. It was just a goofy chain drop. Contador said, I'm attacking you now. Like how long, or someone goes off the course a little bit. Isn't that their fault? It'd be different if someone ran into the course and took them down. I remember Poggi at Strade Bianche went off course. Pidcock did slow down and wait for him. Should he have attacked? I don't know. Hard to say, right? Hard to say. I guess no matter what you do, you're going to get in trouble for it. Aaron saying crash is on the menu for the sprint. And leveled the GC field a lot and made the race harder for Visma. UAE? We're saying UAE? Because, we got a full Visma complement here. Full Visma complement at this race still. Jonas has a ton of support. UAE's going to have a tough time. Jumping back to PCS here. Competitors with the longest time since their last start in Italy. Tim Naberman, who's here today. I think Tim rides for Visma? Picnic. He hasn't been racing in Italy for 6 years. That's crazy. Nicholas Larson. This dude, I always bring this guy up. This dude rides for the Unibet Rose Rockets. He was the dude that was riding Continental at the Tour of Denmark last year. Killed it. And the Rose Rockets picked him up. Let's go back to that. 2025. Dudes, I've watched this guy so much. Post-Nord Tour of Denmark. August of last year, the 12th through 16th. 4th on stage 1. 2nd in the individual. 4th in the time trial, individual time trial. 2nd overall. Riding for a Conti team. Rode for Uno X. Got let go. Landed on a small team. Let's actually take a look at BHSPL Beton Bornholm. Who are these guys? So it's a Danish team. They're obviously a smaller team. They've only got, 10 guys, 14 guys on it. This is where he was hanging out. In fact, they still have a picture of him here. I wonder if that team's still around. Because it still has his picture. I'm not sure if they're still around even. Last race victories, Kreisbreit's Elite. Okay, that was probably last year. Probably last year, 2025. So that team is probably gone now. And this Nicholas Larson guy won there. Over a lot of probably continental level teams. Volker Vessels, Team Novo Nordisk. I think that's a pro team. Yeah, that is a pro team. Oh, funny guys. Here's Matthias Kopecky. He's riding at this race today. Wow. I can just rabbit hole it so good. Professional rabbit holer. It's kind of like urine therapy, I think. Okay. Back to the race, guys. Hartis riding, Gebrselassie, Eco Bastions, Astana, Visma. Same old, same old. Replay to the front. Well, that was kind of a late jump. The Bardiani guy kind of went halfway through the water before he decided to bunny hop out of it. Not even sure why he bunny hopped that. It didn't look like a lot of water. Dave's saying my brain has too much crap floating around. So yeah, I think Dave meant UAE. James saying, when people don't attack, it's because there are other races and grudges can make you lose. Aaron's he's saying here, if all the riders do what they would have the competitors do to them, it is a great world. But game theory and incentives are in the way. Nobody gives you a bag in a negotiation because you waited. Okay. Going past another monastery here, the Kokolyansky Monastery, Saint Archangel Mikhail. Founded in the Second Bulgarian Empire, destroyed by the Ottomans, later rebuilt. It's a cultural monument, established in 1969. 20Ks out, guys. 20Ks out. Racing at the Sofia. Let's actually see what the finish looks like here. Kilometer 10, we're roughly getting back into the outskirts of Sofia here. What do these corners look like? Looks like we go under a road here, through a little bit of a tunnel underneath or an overpass. Oh, the map froze up. Map froze. Yeah, I can't move it now. So I think usually if I jump out and I come back, I can take a look at it again, guys. No, not this time. Oh, come on. Nope, we don't want that. Yeah, map stuck. Why does it... Okay, there we go. That's so weird. It's like I'm stuck on the pointer. I think it looks like a fairly straight running, guys. It is. Here's our finish line right here. Fairly straight. Yeah, it's a long straight drag all the way in. Can't really tell if the road narrows down or not. Yeah, this thing is not dragging at all for me right now. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone for a bit. That's getting quite annoying. And you guys are probably just annoyed listening to me about urine therapy and rabbit holing. Yeah, Red Bull Sprint coming up, guys. Red Bull Sprint's coming up. It looks like it's only 4 or 5 kilometers away right now. Love these stats. Top ranked competitors with an ex-cyclist as a parent. Jan Christian's dad, Josef Christian. We went into this yesterday. PCS, thank you for catching up. Thank you for catching up. And here it is again. Jan Christian. His mom, Yolanda Schluniger, pro cyclist at some point or another. Dylan Groenewegen. Jerry Groenewegen. Who's this? It's his dad. I would not have known that Dylan's dad raced. Makes sense. Raced in the Tour of Poland back in 1980. Wow, that's a long time ago. That is so long ago. That's kind of crazy. Maxine Groenewegen, she races. 37 years old. So it looks like Dylan's sister raced as well. Their father, Gary, I'm not sure how you say that, raced at the Tour of Poland, Olympia's Tour. Only got 1 year of racing showing up, though. Jonathan Milan. Check this out. Flavio Milan. Raced back in the 90s. So Jonathan's dad raced. Looks from 88 through 94, national level racing. Raced at the Tour de Suisse, did the Giro Lombardia. So Jonathan's dad did some real racing. Not as much as Jonathan, but was there. Did race at the Lombardia. That's crazy. Flavio Milan, we don't get a picture of him. He's 56 years old now. Wow. Makes me feel old. And let's back up. 45-second lead, guys. We still are 2.5 kilometers out. I think they're going to let these threes take the Red Bull KM. I'm going to start watching here closer now, see what the Peloton's doing. I don't think there's any concerted effort by the sprint teams to try to bring anything back here. I don't see the GC teams chasing hard either. It's just our workers up front, our 3 different teams up front, Astana, and then Visma Lease Bike. Yeah, it's still same up front. Gebre Xavier, De Vries, Hartis De Vries, and Eco Bastions just sitting on the front. Those three are going to go through Red Bull KM first, guys. They will mop up all the points there, time bonifications, and I believe, yeah, there's only 3 points. So they're going to let those three up front have the time. Those three up front, the best placed rider is Manuel Tarozzi. He's 209 down. So they'll let them soak up all the time bonifications and the rider's points there. Bike change here for a decathlon rider coming up. He's off the back. Unfortunate place to do a bike change because they're starting to move now, guys. They are starting to move. All the cars should be stringing by, so if he's quick, he should be able to get back on fairly rapidly. So the three up front can get those times. We might see a little bit of a mini sprint amongst the sprinters for the remaining 3 and 1 points in the purple riders competition, I believe it is here. Burgundy, whatever color it is. 32, Tobias. That was Tobias Lund Anderson, guys. I'm surprised they didn't send someone back with him. Maybe they're slowly waiting up the road. He's going to be a good 30, 40 seconds back with 16 kilometers to go here. Currently, he should be quite far up in the standings. Where is he? Let's take a look at the start list here. It's probably the quickest way to do this. Tobias Lund Anderson is 35th overall, second after stage 1. So, but 35th overall is right there. 3 riders up front. 15 kilometers to go. They're coming up on the Red Bull KM now, so they're going to mop up the time, like I said. Aaron's begging, please, Sophia, have no road furniture. It's a straight run, though, guys. Straight run. There's not going to be any curvy, swervy happening. I'm not sure for road furniture, though. Lorena Vibas should be a cultural monument. She should be. Man, I love her. Blue Jays had quite a day yesterday. 15 runs. Is that what it was? Dude, I was out and about yesterday. And guys, I'm going to break it down to you guys. I hate napping. I had to have a nap yesterday. After getting up at 2:15 in the morning to not start streaming at 3. I started streaming at 5, I think it was. To do that, I was out of it because I barely slept Friday night. Friday night? Yeah, whatever it was. Into Saturday. I was pretty tired yesterday. Going by Lake Pancharevo right now. Where's Lake Pancharevo? Will this map work now? Yeah, it will work. Now, see, now it wants to work. 15K out. Where's Lake Pancharevo? Right here. Small lake right here. Looks more like a puddle to me. But, close enough. They are through the Red Bull KM here now on Tour Tracker. I'm going to watch it over here. 6:04 and 2 seconds available. Diego Pablo Sevilla sitting on the back. We've got Tarozzi and Tonelli here. Tonelli doing all the work on the front right now. Tarozzi wedged in between the Polti Visit Malta sandwich. And again, these guys are so far behind. There's probably some cash prizes here too, I would imagine, for the Red Bull KM. I don't know, a couple €1,000 for first place. And it looks like it's at the top of a little rise here. Yep, there they go. They launch right now. This dude, Tarozzi and Tonelli have sprinted each other so many times. Tarozzi goes first. I think Diego Pablo Sevilla is going to get it. No, I think Tarozzi got it. Nice for Tarozzi. He kind of was starting to lose it, but I think he clawed it back. Probably won €1,500 and some, I don't know, Bulgarian caviar. We'll say that. It's always some strange prize. Or some like fine Bulgarian cheeses. So Tarozzi wins that. That's not going to impact anything in the overall GC, guys. Road furniture. So, okay, here's the Peloton coming through. Gebre Xavier would have gotten the points that were remaining for the sprint jersey, and probably Aiko or De Vries got the one remaining point. We got the ballerinas out on stage here. On the waterfront, beside the lake, doing the whole Black Swan thing. It's Opera Under the Stars, guys. Opera Under the Stars. You wouldn't catch me here. Sorry, not going to make it. Now, if it's rock under the stars or metal under the stars, I'm in. Flocky St. Chirozzi is in my Velo team, Forza Italia. Nice dude. Nice one. Yeah, Chirozzi went first. Tonelli didn't even go. Sevilla followed him so close. I'm watching the replay here. I thought Sevilla was going to get him. Oh, but Chirozzi doing a nice Jonathan Milan head bob technique. Wow, I don't know who got it. We'll wait to see what it says. They did give it to Chirozzi, so he got a 6 second there. Means nothing in the overall scheme of thing except for the cheese that he just won. Or the, nah, dude, it's going to be more like a roast pig. It's going to be like a roast pig or something. For sure. It'll be flown home to his house overnight. Yeah, working together to try to stay away for podium, probably better. Yeah, these guys should be saving their energy. They do have 30 seconds with 11 kilometers to go. These guys could have had an opportunity to stay away. Slight chance. Slight chance. I'm not saying there's a chance, but the slightest of chances. Yep. Bulgaria has production values. They've got all the dance. Yeah, so we saw the Black Swan ballerinas at the Opera Under the Stars. Actually looks kind of cool. It's a big, they got like a huge seating area overlooking the stage, which you've got the lake in the background, which is pretty cool, really. There he is, Paul Magnier, a.k.a. Magnier. It's got to be Magnier. I don't care what you guys say. It's Magnier. They had the traditional Bulgarian dancers, with the red and the white and the ribbons in the hair and like the weird black pants. God, I love how I destroy people's cultural things. The weird black pants. They're kind of balloony. I guess is what I could call them. They were black in this case. And we also saw a wedding on the side of the road. Dude, we got it all here. I've done some rabbit holing. We've talked about urine therapy. I'm covering every hot topic I can for maximum views. For the algorithm, guys. For the algorithm. It is a day for Paul. Dude, it's a day for Paul. But Milan. Dude. Milan didn't look good on day one to me. He didn't look good. And I didn't even like his excuse at the end. That he was alone for a kilometer and a half. Because he wasn't. Because Max Walsh, man, I'm going to prove it to you guys right now. So Milan said he was alone by himself for a kilometer and a half. Yet, so here's Milan, and I love the guy. I guess he forgot about his teammate right here, Max Walscheid. He was pulling him all the way. I mean, look, this guy's bigger than Milan. 91 kilos, full-size man. This is a full-size man right here, guys. I like to say that a lot. Full-size man. Shredded, but not shredded. I haven't said that since last year. Shredded, but not shredded. That's Colin. This guy was right there. In fact, there was one point where a little gap opened up. And Milan, I think he was just not on his day. It wasn't his day. But Max was there for Jonathan Milan. Stage 3, we're back, guys. Let's get up to date here. We're currently 8 kilometers to go here. What are we seeing on Tour Tracker? So, guys, you can see here now, they basically don't deviate off this road. Where is that little tunnel they went through? Okay, they're going through it right now. We're gonna go under a road, not a tunnel, just like an overpass. Milan's looking for win number 7. This is his best start to a season ever. It was just saying on screen there. The Lidl Trek team is lined out. Astana up there as well. Is that Jonas up there? 3 riders still giving her. They got 20-second lead with 8 kilometers to go. And I think they've gone... On camera, they haven't gone under that bridge yet. Here it is right now. It's coming up. They're going to take a right-hand corner here and just slip under an overpass over top of them. Maybe that's not your terminology, guys. Just a road over top of the other road here. They slip under on the right hand. They're going to take a quick left hand. Then it's a straight run all the way to the finish. No turns whatsoever. You can see here. This is going to be for like 7.5 kilometers. Straight running. And it's probably going to be 2 to 3 lanes wide all the way. And I'm going to guess because of that, there will be 0 road furniture. We shouldn't have crashes today, guys. This will be all out Watts apocalypse coming up, guys. The Watts Armageddon coming up too. Think of Tony Stark standing there with the explosions going off in the background from Iron Man #1. I might watch that today. And I just heard there's been a crash by Timo de Jong here. It just showed up. Crashed on a corner. This looks like just a quick little rider error. He's got a teammate stopping to help him. Picnic boys helping each other. This is 152 and 157. I think he just slid around the corner. It was after the little overpass, the right into the left-hand corner. He just slipped out, I think. Greasy roads. 152, Timo de Jong, and 157, Frank Vandenbroek. Dude, this guy, what a champion. This guy had a dislocated shoulder, just triggered my memory. Dislocated shoulder in that crash yesterday. They weren't even sure if he was going to start. He actually stopped to see if his teammate was okay. Dude, yeah, teammate of the day. Teammate of the day right there. It's going to be ramping up soon here, guys. I want to make sure I'm live. That's as live as I'm going to get. And I will be diverting away from this here pretty quick. Okay. Yeah, dudes. So I got to read here quick. Eddie's saying there's no direct flights from Sofia to Catanzaro. Dude, I need you to start booking all my vacations for me. Get this all locked down. Yeah, guys, really wide road here. You know, these wide road finishes, this reminds me of the Tour of Guangxi last year. Every finish was on this gigantic wide road with a boulevard in the middle and another big road. So, dude, there's 3 lanes plus a breakdown lane or a bike lane. They shouldn't be crashing here whatsoever. So Eddie's figuring out all of our accommodations and travel plans. They might have private planes. They might for this. They might just charter a private plane. Geber Xavier still on the front. De Vries has disappeared for the Unibet Rose Rockets. He's probably gone further back now. Start organizing. And I think this is Bastions again heading up to the front now, trying to push the pace up. Don saying, Colin, it is 1,000 pronounced Manier. No matter what national you are, and Sejas is Sejas. Hot topic, urine therapy, watch the view skyrocket, afternoon delight. So we got that going on. Astana is at the front. Tudor's coming up now too, guys. Movistar in the mix, getting pretty blocky on the front end. Visma disappearing again. All right, boys, come on! Jonas, get to the back. Get to the back. They're probably just going to hover thereabouts until that 3-kilometer mark, and then they'll just vanish. Just hang on to the back of the peloton, just so you just stay barely in contact. Boys up front still have a 17-second lead with 5Ks to go. Tonelli just dumping his bottle off, wants to save that 1 pound in weight at this point. Of course, the Golden Arches are here over on the right-hand side of the road. McDonald's, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. A box of cookies and chips. Filling at the time, but you don't really, feel like garbage the next day. Yeah, Neerman's voice. Movistar and Tudor are at the front, guys. Funny here, too, I'm noticing Visma and the entire RBH team, Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, sitting at the back. That's obviously Pellizzari and Vingegaard interests at back there. Guys, stay out of the trouble. Just hang on to the back of the peloton to get the same time. Red Bull's probably doing a better job of hanging back. Yeah, cool. They've got the other road completely shut down too. They're not even allowing traffic on that other road. It's open for pedestrians, fans, and cyclists. Eddie's saying there are no commercial airport in Catanzaro. Yeah, dude, they'll have to fly in somewhere, jump on the tour bus maybe. Just think the logistics behind World Tour racing. Did they have buses at this race? I don't know. I imagine it's kind of like Formula One, where they have multiple setups traveling around the world or traveling around Europe to get there in advance to set up for them. They might have like a secondary tour bus that, they can jump on. Already set up in Italy. I said Italy because there's a sign on the road that says Italy right now. There's a place in Vegas called Italy as well. It's the biggest ripoff on the planet. I think it's about $18 US for a slice of pizza. I went there once and I just told Joey, I said, never again. Scam Central. I think the next time I go to Vegas, it will be like a concert / baseball trip. So I can't wait till they get their baseball stadium built. Just an easy 2-hour flight for me. These guys are working like they're going to escape. They're less than 3 kilometers to go. PCS has gone from being behind to ahead now. Fixing that up for you guys. They are looking back. Here's Tour Tracker again, guys. Here's our finish line. Just over a couple kilometers out. 2.7, 2.1 over on Tour Tracker. I'll leave it here now. 18-second gap. Yeah, it is 18 seconds. Lidl Trek, Movistar pushing the front. Paul's team, Soudal needs to get up here too. Kind of like 2 separate blobs on the road with a separation between them on this 3-lane highway. Lidl Trek grinding it out now. Milan looks like he's sitting in about 5th wheel there. Astana ready to fight. NSN over on the far. Yeah, Unibet Rose Rockets are way over on the far left-hand side of the road. Lidl Trek on this one. There's a blob in the middle. There's an open space between these 2 like little distinct pelotons now that have formed. Unibet, Uno X sitting in the middle of the road. NSN is over on the Unibet side with the Rose Rockets. Fab saying the Rockets only have 1 bus, so their driver's going to be tired. Okay, so Fab saying there were buses here at the start. So, yeah, guys, what happens with the buses? Are these buses like hauling butt tonight all the way to Italy, or do they have other buses? Yeah, Unibet probably doesn't have multiple buses like the other teams do. Dudes, it's on now. NSN in the middle. This is going to be for Ethan Vernon. Groenewegen going to be ready. Kubis could be involved in the mix too. Milan's over on this side. Wow. Soudal is going all out here right now for Mr. Magnier. These guys still have a 10-second lead. Dudes, go. Go. They got a 10-second lead with 1 kilometer to go. That's going to be at the point where they're just going to catch them here. I think we do have a little bit of an uphill drag here at the finish. And there actually is a little kink in the road too. They're under the 1 kilometer banner now, guys. It's down to 8 seconds. Tarozzi is on the front doing his work. Tonelli second. Pablo Sevilla third. Lucas Kubis on the front now, guys. 700 meters to go here. Leading out. Where is the finish line? 600 meters to go. They're about 50 meters behind right now. These boys are hanging on for dear life. Here comes the Unibet Rose Rockets train on the far left-hand side of the road. I do not see Lidl Trek at all. Lidl Trek is nowhere to be seen. There's Jonathan Milan now. He's sitting on Groenewegen's wheel. Holy crap, folks. Here we go. 200 meters to go coming up. Jonathan Milan already out front. Head bobbing. I think he might go. Magnier is right on his wheel. Magnier is trying to come up beside him. Milan holding on. Groenewegen right behind him. Magnier takes the lead. I think it's Magnier. They're Unibet Rose Rockets on the far. It's Lidl Trek, Magnier in the middle, Unibet Rose Rockets on the far right-hand side of the road. It could have been very close. Magnier wins. You guys can see it on Pro Cycling Stats now. What a race. Mr. Paul Magnier. First place. Guys, so close. I thought Dylan got it. But it was Paul. Yep, Paul, Jonathan Milan, Dylan Groenewegen. And it looks like, who got 4th place there? Kind of had the colors of Unibet as well. Whoo, nice finisher. That's 2 for Paul at this race. Wow, this dude, Mr. Magnier, 22 years old, from France. Yeah, what a stud. Really only learned about this guy last year, dudes, doing all that race coverage. Like the Tour of Guangxi, where he won 5 stages, the Crow race, where he won 4 stages, the Tour of Slovakia, where he won 4 stages, and like I said, I think a couple days ago, he won as many races as Poggi did last year. Jonathan probably went just a little bit too early, head bobbed all the way, looks much better today. Who is in 4th place there? I can't tell who that is. I just can't tell who that is right now. Wearing a pink helmet, looks like a Rose Rocket. Could be an EF rider even, but didn't have the right jersey on. Ah, dude, look. It's Mad Mickles. Ah, he's probably wearing a national jersey with the pink helmet on. That's what it is. National jersey with the pink helmet on. That's what it is. He's got the pink forks on the bike, pink helmet, pink on the rear seat stays, down low. Wow. Mr. Manier. Here we go. It's the 131st stage win in a Grand Tour for Soudal Quickstep. Paul won on stage 1 and stage 3. Their last win was last year, probably at the Mont Ventoux. Yeah. Valentin Perripendre. Stage 16, Tour de France. Mont Ventoux, Montpellier to Mont Ventoux, guys. We watched all that. Stick around, guys. We're doing it again this year. So, dudes, Manier, Milan, Groenewegen, Mikkels, Maluselli for Astana. Thank you for jumping away there. They left too soon. Soudal team here at the finish line, all hanging out together. I'm not sure if they're watching a TV screen somewhere of a replay, or it's just a photo session. Most second place in stages in the Giro, Jonathan Milan at 9, Caden Groves at 4, Campenarts at 4, Derek G. West at 4. I think you got all 4 in the same race, though. That's the difference. Jai Hindley has 2 second places. Don't forget, Jai Hindley is a former Giro winner. We have 2 former winners here. We have Egan Bernal and we have Jai Hindley. Just in case you guys didn't know that. What a great finish there, guys. Dudes, I loved it. I loved it. That was a great stage at the finish there. We learned a lot about urine therapy, rabbit holing. What else did we discuss, guys? And funny here, Paul's putting the chain back on his bike. So I don't know if he dropped his chain after the finish line. He's trying to fight it back on. Paul, hand the bike to a mechanic. They know what they're doing. You're only one of the world's best sprinters on the road. Okay, they've got his bike fixed for him. Wow, young dude. Young dude. Let me just catch up with the sprint here, guys. I mean, the chat, the sprint, whatever. Yeah, that was a great finish there, guys. Nice overhead shot here again. I'm going to watch this again overhead. Where is the actual... Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's Paul down the middle. Jonathan on that side. Dylan Groenewegen on the far left-hand side. Actually, really good finishing straight here. 0 road furniture. Very nice. Whoa. I think Milan just went a little bit too early. Just a little bit too early. Yeah, really good stage from Chuck here. Paul Grand Partenza, full success. 2 out of the 3 stages. Aaron saying, see everybody hopefully for Tuesday. Yep, I'm here, guys. See you guys, everyone, on Tuesday. Finish turned me into Ric Flair for a second. Woo! Yeah, it's one of those. Second place, bridesmaids finishes. Yeah, exactly. We've got a new dude here, Tenho. Tenho, where you from, bro? Celebrating Mr. Paul. We also discussed pelvis injuries. Yes, we did, Don. We did. Dudes, what time is it here in the morning for me? It's 8:33. I got to be in Drum. We call it the Drum here. There's a jail there, too. We call it the Drum. Drumheller into the Badlands, guys. I think I am going to take my action camera one day and I'm going to do some walkabouts. I'll add them onto the videos. Silva remains the leader in the GC, guys. It's all going to change. I might do a video tomorrow. Just take a look for it. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. But guys, I got to run. I got less than an hour and a half to get out of here, get breakfast. I won't even have time for breakfast now. Yes, I will. Dudes, got to run. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support, guys. And we'll see you all again tomorrow. Thank you very much.